So here is just some of the systems that we typically use. I'll just show you some of the logos here, but access control, S2 is the main one that we use because of, you'll see a lot of demo of the system later, but they have everything that you need in your industry. From a camera side, there's so many cameras on the market, so the one thing to be sure of is if you're looking at cameras and access control, just be sure that the systems integrate together, so where you don't have to look at two different systems. I went to the deal last night, so the one thing that we will do, we didn't bring enough flyers, so if anybody's interested, we'll email some to you, but I don't know where everybody's at in their application process, but I would think that in all my conversations that with security, who you partner with is going to be a big deal, and how they score. So whoever you partner with, use their experience, like, especially with S2, since they've got experience in the industry in other states. But to give you an example, we monitor all of our cameras in the state of Arkansas. We have 2 guys that sit in our Sherwood office and check for focus and check for outages. So most of the time for our customers, there's not really any other companies in Arkansas that do this. If we have a customer that has 5 cameras down because of a lightning strike or something, we typically know before they do, and we just dispatch one of our technicians out. So our service department really is what sets us apart from others in the industry, because we also have a lot of customers on maintenance contracts where we monitor their cameras, we check them every day to make sure everything is in focus, and then we also just make sure that they're working properly. We're going to be doing 500 to 650 cameras in Arkansas just this summer. And we've been doing security cameras in Arkansas since 2002.
It says you monitor over 5,000 cameras Monday through Friday. What do you do on the weekends?
On weekends, we have, if you have a camera that's down, we have 24-hour service help desk, which will be to contact me or our operations manager or one of the sales managers. So you can still call our number and they'll reach out to us on the weekends as well.
So if you have a camera go down, does it automatically notify you as the property? Okay.
It does. Yes, it does.
But I mean, if you monitor them Monday through Friday, is anybody monitoring them on Saturday and Sunday?
We're not actually looking at the cameras on Saturday and Sunday.
You're not monitoring them, they're just in service.
But Monday through Friday, we check them every morning. We get a report. So, and it's something that if we need to, we can make available the service to do Saturday and Sunday as well. It's really not that big of a deal, but most of the time, this is a different industry, so most of the time it's not needed. Now, if that's something that you need, we'll offer it.
But these systems, so if you have 50 cameras and one malfunctions, it automatically sends you guys a hit. The operator, owner, whoever gets a notification, and
yes, you can set it up. We can set it up however you want to be notified. But most of the time, security cameras, it's a reactive system. I don't know how y'all are going to approach it.
Explain it.
An issue happens and you go back and try to find something.
Oh, right.
So, are you going to be sitting there looking at the cameras all day, every day? Some people will more than others.
Right, but it's a state requirement that you have this system functioning and in place. So
correct.
You got to have them working. When you get looked at, I guess
right.
You're going to be in trouble.
So on our systems that we put in, it's a 2-year warranty on all of our systems.
Right.
And then with that, we say monitoring. We're not actually sitting there monitoring your facility. All we're checking for is outages. Functionality and focus. And we also make sure that they're reading and writing properly.
Now, if we get a system from you, how long will you do that without a maintenance contract? You know what I'm talking about?
2 years. 2 years.
Oh, for 2 years, okay. Okay.
And then what we do after that 2-year period, if you want to continue that service, whatever the original install was, let's say for simplicity's $100,000, for $10,000 a year, we do the exact same thing. The only thing that we don't cover is lightning strikes, well, acts of God or vandalism. Any other questions?